Okay, friends. Yeah. So, in this particular video, I'm going to be talking about e-commerce. Okay, the 5 simple things that every beginner, including you, yes, wow, you, including you, the 5 things that you need to know before you even start thinking about importing any product or doing any e-commerce kind of business online. Okay, so first of all, what is e-commerce? What exactly is e-commerce? Okay, e-commerce is simple. It's just selling physical products online. Okay, you buy them at a cheap rate and you sell them for over 10 times, 50 times the price you got them, depending on your marketing. Okay, so and in case you don't know, my name is Kenny. Okay, my name is Kenny, but my friends call me Kenny. Now, like I've been doing this business for like 4 years now, and honestly, I thank my stars for having stumbled into this. In fact, I count myself lucky to be able to show you guys the same steps, the same things that I have done over the years to actually bring in more sales, like bring in heavy sales that, guys, what I'm showing you right here will turn your life around, especially if you implement it in your own e-com store, especially if you're a beginner and you're confused about what to do and how to do it. In fact, if you're a beginner and you're watching this video, don't worry, it's okay to be confused. It's okay to be confused about where to get your products from, how to buy, how to import, how to sell at a very high price, how to beat competition, how to set the whole thing up. It's all mind-blowing and overwhelming when you think about it as a whole, when you think about the whole process. But then in this video, I'll just try as much as possible to break down the 5 basic things that everybody needs to know, including you. That is, if you're a beginner, it's basically beginner stuff. Okay, so if your e-com is already doing like over 5, 6, 7 figures online, then in sales, then I don't think you need this video. Okay, just skip it and go about your sales. Okay, so before now, for those who know me, for those who don't know, I used to be a medical student, like studied medicine and surgery, and for 2 years, then went back and did microbiology and all that. I was totally into the academic life, but having grown up in Onitsha, and there was one thing I found out. I understood that most of the mega rich men around us, even in the village, you understand, at the villa, when you look around you, most of the big houses, most of the mansions and all that are owned by businessmen and not working class people. So as soon as I left medical school, I started thinking, because it was like, from when I was a very young guy, a very young boy, I always imagined myself working in the medical field and being a doctor and all that. So when I left med school, it was like my whole dreams was cut off short. Like, come on, you've always wanted to be something from a very young age, and you've grown up now and you can't even achieve your goals. Like, I was goalless. I didn't have any other thing in mind to do. So studying microbiology was just to get a certificate and all that. But then towards second year, I think it was second year, I started doing business that was yielding in at least 10k a month, 20k, and then boom, it happened. I hit 100k a month as a student. That was in my final year. Okay, and I worked on a laptop to actually hit that kind of money. So after I made that kind of money, it kind of changed my thinking. I started telling myself that if I could make that kind of money, then how much would I be paid as an employee immediately I left school? I know that for people who work in the banking sector, they get started with like 100 and something K, and then you climb up, or even less. Okay, so I started thinking, and I got very real with myself, and I told myself that, dude, listen, the only way for you to keep on hitting, in fact, logically, it's only logical that if you leave school, you should be making higher than this amount. Okay, since you were able to make that amount as a student, that's 100k. Okay, so it got me thinking, and I slowly went into business as a student, and as God would have it, luck would have it, and fate would have it, I stumbled upon internet marketing and selling things online and all that. Okay, so I've done that and I've been there, and I still consider myself a beginner. Okay, so this video, I'm trying to tell you that it's very okay to be confused. You get, but then you just have to take it one step at a time. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is kind of wrote everything down on a whiteboard, so I'm going to look at it once in a while. Okay, the first thing I'm going to talk about is what to sell. Okay, I've been getting a whole lot of messages about, Kenny, I don't know what to sell. I'm really interested in selling things online. I don't have a website. I don't know what to sell, and all those questions. Okay, so there are what we call emotional products. I mean, you could sell anything. You could sell so many things. There are a whole lot of products. You could sell mopping sticks. You could sell that's mopping sticks, scrubbing brushes, and all that. You could sell fitness gears. You could sell anything at all you'd like on earth. Okay, I always tell people that the product in itself should be good. It should be a product that works and durable. Okay, but at the same time, it is the marketing behind the product. It is how you sell the product that actually determines whether or not you are going to be you're going to grow a successful and profitable e-com business out of it. Okay, so don't forget, e-commerce is just selling physical products online. And every other thing that you do in the background is what really adds up the equation to determine if your store is going to be successful, if it's going to yield 500k a month, if it's going to yield 2 million a month. It's what you do in the background that matters. Okay, so what are emotional products? Emotional products are just basically products that get you emotional. Okay, so we talk about products that have to do with your body, fitness, self-development, money. Money is also a very emotional product. Talk about investing and all that. It's related to money. Okay, you talk about sex, relationships, and some very touchy things like that are very emotional. Okay, so like guys, over the years I've sold tons of products in the fitness niche. I've sold but I made my first 1 million naira sales online selling products that has to do with relationships and men's sexual health. Okay, so guys, there is no product on earth that will not sell so far as there is a demand for it. But then, to be on the safe side, go for products that are emotional. Okay, fitness is hot, health is hot, relationship and sex is extremely hot. Like, it's hot and it's also in demand. Okay, you talk about money, how to get money online, how to make money online, how to invest your money, how to triple your product, how to double your sales online, how to 10x your sales. It is extremely hot. And then you talk about self-development too. Okay, guys, then another one I just kind of missed is gadgets and fashion. Also very hot, but I don't like doing fashion online for personal reasons. Okay, so how do you in particular now watching this video, how do you know which particular product will sell? Like, how do you know the product that is going to sell and the one that is going to flop? Then there's only one way I have been using over and over. In fact, what we used to do before is we just ask the top guys in the niche where we are planning to enter. For example, before I entered the make money online niche and the money niche, I talked to a few people who were already doing good there and kind of watched what they were doing and what works and what doesn't work. Okay, so you actually have to pay attention to what the market is demanding for. Okay, the mistake most people make is this: you buy the product, in order for the products in China, you ship them over to Nigeria, and then you stock them in your house or at the warehouse, and you go out and find consumers or you find buyers for your products. It's like you're going about it from the wrong direction. You understand? It's like fixing a pen and you start uncovering it and you're doing it backwards. Okay, so the first step is this. This is a secret. It's actually a tip that I learned from one of these big guys in the industry. Okay, so here is it. Before you import any single product, make sure you run a Facebook advert first of all. Okay, run an advert as if you already have this product in stock. Then the moment you spend like $5 to $10, or you spend like, if you're using Naira, spend like 1k to 3k advertising the product. And if you get orders, if you get at least 2-3 orders on it for the product, then that means the product could be hot. Like it is in demand, obviously. So what you do then is you then pause the advert and go and order the products. That is why I keep advising people who watch my videos, especially beginners who are in my group and who have joined my private community online, and people who have communicated with me on Facebook and Instagram, I always tell them that you have to make sure that you test your products before you, in fact, you have to make sure that in fact, importation is not for everybody. I tell people who contact me steady, always start with products that are locally available, okay, because there's no point wasting about 5 to 1 week or 3 weeks for the products to be shipped down from China, and before the products gets to you, you then start doing the other local logistics and shipping to the customer before you actually get the customer to pay for the products. Okay, you guys are just wasting time. Okay, more than 50% of the products that you already want to import are in this country. Most of them are in Lagos, Onitsha, Port Harcourt, and Abuja, all those places that have big markets. All you have to do is check gg.com, check all those local online stores, find people who are selling at a cheap price, talk with them on phone and beat down the prices so that when you run a test advert on Facebook, you can pause the adverts when you get orders and buy it from the guys who are already in Nigeria and ship out. Okay, when you do these things over and over again, you get enough money and you can then import. Okay, I don't know if this is coming clear to you guys. So guys, I'm going straight in and I'm going to be talking about the 5 steps that everybody, including you, needs to implement as a beginner. Okay, if you're a beginner, the number one step you should look at is you should have a website. Guys, I don't know, like there are ways to go about it too, especially if you don't have money to set up a website and to get a domain name and the hosting, all that. Okay, you can use Google Forms and maybe use a PDF file, direct them to download the PDF and all that. But then it's like an ad hoc thing. It's not the main thing. Okay, get your website. It's cheap. There are Nigerian sites that take as low as 3,000 to 10,000 to host and do all those things. Okay, get your website down. If you don't know how to set up the website, find someone who can outsource it. Okay, pay the person small money and get it done. Okay, get your website ready. It is extremely important to have a website. Now, secondly, it's extremely, in fact, it's vital that you get a hot, in-demand product. I just talked about it now and I told you guys how to test the product before you import. I told you how to actually save up a little money by sourcing for these goods locally before you start importing from China and contacting the Chinese. Okay, now in case you've not watched the video where I talked about how to source for products in Nigeria without contacting China, I think it's up on my Facebook group. Okay, so just check, or my Facebook profile, just check. You're going to see the link to the YouTube video. Okay, so hot products, guys, you guys can get products that are as cheap as $300 or maybe 1,000 and something naira in China. Okay, import it into Nigeria and sell for at least 15 to 20,000 naira. The trick is to sell at a price that you're okay with. Okay, that's why I said in the beginning of the video that everything depends on your marketing. That's why you go to when you visit some sites online, you find out that you see the same products. You see one selling for 4,000 naira, and you see that same product on another buyer's profile, another merchant's profile, selling for way higher than that. It doesn't mean that the person who is selling cheap makes more sales than the guy who is selling expensive. Okay, so it all depends on your marketing and what you put into, like what happens in the back end. Okay, so guys, product is very hot. Like, product is very important and it is vital you choose a product. If you choose a crappy product and maybe you create a good advert around it and you make sales, you're not going to get any return sales, which is cool, because what most people do is they just get the sales anyhow and create another page and do another advert. You know, this is Nigeria, anything goes. Okay, but if you want to keep getting recurrent sales, customers that come back and keep on buying, then you have to source for authentic, quality, premium products. Okay, so next thing is, after you've set up your site and you've tested the products and sourced for cheap products, the top thing is to have a good source of traffic. Guys, let me say this once and for all, okay? But then I'm going to keep saying it till it sinks into your head and becomes second nature to you. Okay, what you need to understand is that the businesses you see every day offline, when you enter the market, you see people selling things in their different stores and shops and shades. You understand? It's no different from the online markets. The only difference is just that you're doing this one online, so it's less stressful. You get, guys, you need to be in a strategic, in fact, you need to have your goods and services in a strategic point where lots and lots and lots of people can see it. Okay, that's why when you go to the offline markets, like you go to the main markets, you find out that shops that are located at the junction or very busy spots are always more expensive than those ones that are inside. Okay, that's why when you go to rent a shop, the ground floors are always more expensive than the top floors, because people will easily walk into the ground floors than climbing the stairs and walking up to your store. Okay, traffic is the bloodline of any business, and that includes your business too. Okay, so cheap and quality traffic, that's what you should be targeting, and that's why we keep on stressing Facebook adverts. Facebook is the king now of social media. Okay, like Facebook has more than 1 point something billion users. Okay, and around, I think it's around 800 million active profiles on Facebook. Okay, so guys, Facebook is extremely cheap. You know, before this Facebook things even started, we never really made any money off Facebook. We used other sites like Lindy KG, Vanguard, and Punch and all that. Lindy KG charges 50k then. I think now it's 100k to run a single blog post advert. Like, you send her your advert copy, she puts it up on her blog, and she charges you 100k straight up. And you know the way her blog is, it's like the more she puts up new posts, everything scrolls down, and if there is a hot product, if there's a hot post that day, maybe something hot happened, like this Naira Marley thing that he got arrested, and people are always commenting on the post and all that, and she keeps on putting up new posts. Your post will just go down, and even in less than 24 hours, her audience or her people who visit her site will no longer see your post. Okay, which is very expensive. Imagine, okay, I think Vanguard then, we used to run Vanguard for 150k, and Punch was the same thing, 100k, 150k. Now imagine when you run an advert for 150k and it doesn't go well. Imagine what happens to your cash flow for that month. Okay, that's why we keep on stressing Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube. Social media is hot. Okay, and it is free. Like, in the front end, they say social media is free, but then how does Facebook and Google and all those guys, how do they make money? They make money off people like me and you, marketers who do e-commerce and who advertise their products and services online. Okay, so guys, I'm going to be breaking everything down once. Like, it's not something, I don't expect you to get the whole thing at once, but just understanding these 5 steps will surely, and I believe in my heart that if you're truly interested in upping your income, upping your finances, and like, for example, you already have a business offline and you want to 10x that business, you want to triple or even quadruple the income or the rate of sales you're making, doing it online is a very, 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 very tested and proven way of achieving that result. Okay, so guys, traffic. Guys, don't fuck with your traffic, okay? Traffic is, sorry, I used the F word. Don't mess with your traffic. Traffic is extremely important. If nobody is seeing your product, then you go out of business. In fact, all through this year, I keep on saying it, all through this year, I'm not sure that I've stayed for 3 whole days without running an ad. My ads are always on, running on the automatic mode, man. Okay, you can't come and be done on your hustle, okay? So, after your traffic, you need to have a system. That is, you've created your site, you found products that are hot and in demand. You need to have a system that helps you multiply the results you're getting. Okay, let's say that you already found out that this stuff is hot. This pen, you found out that it's very hot. Maybe you've run a test advert and you've got like few orders, and you pause the adverts, then you imported the products and you turn on the advert again and you started getting sales. You need to have like a laid down system where you need, how do I explain this? It's like having sales girls in your shop. Okay, you don't need to be there physically to be monitoring what's going on in your shop, because you already have people who know how, like they know the price, they know how to close sales. When somebody walks into your store, they already know how to talk to the person, how to get the person to pay, and even buy more and come back tomorrow, while you focus on other things. It's called leveraging. Okay, you need to build a system that allows you pull yourself out of the everyday, day-to-day running of your business, while still being a team player of the whole thing. I don't know if you understand this still. Okay, so guys, you need to build a system. Usually it's adverts. You create your advert, then when someone clicks on it, the person goes straight to your e-commerce store, where you talk about the product, your landing page, like where you just sell the product. Especially, that's one mistake people make. You find someone who has an e-com store, the person has like 25 products on display, and the person is running an advert for a particular product. Let's say you do tech gadgets, you sell tech gadgets on your store. Okay, you have power banks, you have earphones, you have phone casings, you have the actual phone itself, you have memory cards, you have all that on your page. It's listed out on your page. Now you're running an advert. Maybe let's say you want to sell a couple of phones that are in your store. You want to sell them online. So you put up the adverts for the phone, and when someone clicks on the advert, instead of directing that traffic to your sales page where you talked about that particular phone that you're advertising, the mistake most people do is they direct the traffic back to their home page. And when I get there, instead of seeing details about the product I'm interested in, I'm seeing your whole product listing. I'm seeing iPhone 1, iPhone 2, iPhone. I'm seeing everything. Okay, when you create a fall-proof system, a system that you know that generated sales for you over and over, and you multiplied your traffic, like you've shown your product to a lot of people, you need to direct them to that particular product you're advertising. You don't have to give them so many options to start checking out other things on your site. Okay, except in rare cases when you actually sold the product, and maybe on the checkout page, you now tell them, okay, we have people that bought this, usually order from this. Okay, you now give them the option to navigate your page. Don't make that mistake. You see, that's why I keep telling beginners, don't go and look at, if you're interested in e-commerce, okay, don't go and look at Jumia and Gigi. You find so many beginners who are building their websites in that format. They have this, they install WooCommerce, and they place, the whole product listing is there. And when they run an advert, they run it the same way Gigi and Jumia and all those big Africa e-commerce stores do, not knowing that the objective is not the same. Okay, Gigi's objective may not be necessarily for you to come and buy the product, because they don't own those products they listed up on their websites. Okay, their product, their objective could just be awareness, getting you to be aware that they offer such services. And it's quite wrong. Like, I think it's wrong for someone who does B2C, like you do direct response marketing. By direct response, I mean adverts and your traffic or people who are interested in it reach out to you and you make the sale. That's just direct response. Okay, Jumia's adverts and Gigi and Konga and all those guys, it's not built with the same objective as you, who is looking at selling through direct response. I hope you understand that. Okay, guys, so be sure of what you're doing, and lastly, you have to rinse and repeat this process, man. There's no stopping. Okay, you find lots of people that they keep on asking me, okay, guys, I need to make 500k a month. I need to start making money. I need to, like, my blood is hot. I need to start making money online. But then they forget that this thing is something you have to do every single day. Like, every single day, you keep on doing it. So when you understand that this is something that is repetitive, you rinse and repeat the process 24/7. Every single day of the week. Okay, when you understand that, it gives you this peace of mind. You know, okay, this is not a one day something. Okay, it's something you do over and over and over again. Okay, you have this clarity of mind and focus that it's a step-by-step process. Okay, so in as much as we are focusing on income and making sales and all that, you're also committed to learning the process so that you can replicate that same steps you took to sell this pen. To sell this pen is the same step you're going to take to sell this laptop. It's not different. That's why I always advise anybody who is subscribed to my channel or who takes mentorship trainings from me not to sell cheap items, except you're doing it to attract loads of other people that you are going to sell something more expensive to later in the future. Okay, that same time is going to take you to sell a product that is 200 naira. It's the same time it's going to take you to sell a product that goes for 150,000 naira. Okay, so why not learn the process? You learn the process and you immerse yourself in it. And okay, if this is what you want to do, okay, give it time and you get your results. Okay, guys, what I'm breaking down, what I just broke down to you now are these steps have been tested, they've been proven, and they've been known over time to work. Like most times when people contact me and say, okay, I need this thing set up, they don't know the process involved, especially beginners, and that's why I hate working with beginners. But then I don't have an option here, guys. This e-commerce is the same thing. Like, guys, my brother is an engineer. I don't know if you guys know him, Silicon, on Facebook. He's an engineer. He studied engineering school. He had lots of job openings, but I told him, dude, drop those job offers and come and start your own online business, because it's hot and it's guys, it's totally insane. Okay, so if you or anybody who is watching this video is committed to putting in the work, you already have a laptop and subscription is not an issue for you, you can actually subscribe when you want to and access the internet, then guys, you guys should be serious with this thing. And to be honestly speaking, teaching people how to grow an e-commerce store and make sales online and how to do the whole thing is not as profitable as actually being in the game myself and doing the self. Like, showing you how to do these things is nowhere as profitable as when it comes to me using this time to go on Facebook, create an advert, fund my advert accounts, and direct traffic to a sales page where I'm selling my own stuff. Okay, I'm going to most definitely make more money doing my sales than actually showing you how to do that. Okay, so if you're seriously interested in building and creating a profitable e-com store that will serve you for a lifetime, then these 5 steps I just broke down, you should watch this video again and get it to sink down. Okay, find a hot product. In fact, your website, get it down, get it ready. Okay, pay for 1 year subscription for your website so that you know that throughout the year you are online, you have a website online. Find a hot in demand product that is emotional, that has to do with sex, health, body, money, and what's the last one again? I've forgotten. I think it's self-development and tech and gadgets and fashion, I think. Then, after you found the product, get a good traffic source that is cheap. Social media, search engines, Google and YouTube. Okay? Then, build a system to help you multiply these effects. Remember, guys, we only have 24 hours, and within that 24 hours, the amount of sales you make within that 24 hours, you just have to multiply it by 30 days, and the amount of sales you make within that 30 days will determine how much you make at the end of the month. And you can't do everything alone. Build a system and multiply your effects. Then the fifth step is you repeat and rinse and repeat and rinse and repeat this process, because you're not going to get stuck with one product. You're going to source for other hot products. Like, for example, I'm into fitness. I have a website on fitness and groups online on fitness. I have people I'm actually helping to set up their e-commerce stores and all that. I'm into I once sold men's health and sexual related self-development stuffs. I once helped my sister start a page around fertility, and it wasn't as profitable as I thought it should, although it was bringing in 5-6 figures per month. Okay, so guys, and I'm now I'm building a brand around make money online, and I'm thinking about going back into relationship and men's self-development on Instagram. So guys, you don't get stuck with one product. Okay, you need to have at least let me just say at least 10 products online, and all of them should be above 10-15k, so that but then you should have one or two major products that are the main income puller, the ones that pulls in 80% of the income. Okay, but apart from that, this is just what you need: site, product, hot product, traffic, a system that you can just replicate for any product, and you do it all over again. Okay, so it's actually a long process, but with me it's easier. Okay, because I see everybody as, like, I'm the first son in the family, so I see everybody as my younger ones, and I try, when I find out, as an Anambra guy, when I find out something that brings me money, I always like people around me to be in on that thing, so that you guys should stop disturbing me for money. Okay, this, like, when I have lesser people disturbing me for money, I can actually reinvest my money into my business and grow. So I found out that the easiest way of keeping people to ask me for money is to actually show them how to make their own money. Sounds legit, right? Okay guys, that's about it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions, maybe something I didn't touch, well, like, I know I left a whole lot of suggestions and a lot of stuff. Okay, this is just beginner stuff, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. Okay, so if you're interested in digging deep, like diving into the thing, if you're interested in actually bringing out time and saying, okay, I want to do this, you know what to do. Just hit me up and join my group, and let's make your dream a reality. Okay, thank you for watching the video, and keep winning in whatever you do. Keep winning. Okay, e-commerce is hot. It is hot. And Nigeria, being in Nigeria, you know the way Nigeria is, the rules and regulations are lax already. Now, when you do it online, it's even it's worse, because nobody is tracking your company online. So you have the luxury of getting away with a whole lot of stuff. It's not actually a good thing, but then it's just loopholes, and as a business guy, you just have to take advantages of those loopholes. Okay, don't forget, my name is Kenny. Okay, and I'm from now, and in this channel, I'm the e-com guy. I'm here to help you grow your e-commerce. Okay, the first time I made $1 million in sales per month, I think it was, I gave myself, in my 3rd year, I think I uploaded on my Togo status then, when Togo was still in vogue, that I can't imagine, or I'd wish to make $1 million naira, and I'm working towards it. And it took me 3 years to do that. Okay, now I'm looking at 10 million per month. I'm looking at connecting with people who are feed that kind of amount. I'm learning their secrets. Okay, so teaching you guys is just something I'm doing by the side. Okay, so if you're watching this video and you've hit 10 million per month, like you've done it constantly, you've known how to do 10 million per month, please reach out to me. Let me work with you. I'll work for free, I swear. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.